Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Comic book edition this time. Just wanted to share with you guys all the comic books that I picked up at the comic book store for this month. So like always, I just wanted to share the haul that I got there. So let's start off with the Superior Spider-Man issue 10. Big things are coming for the Superior Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus is all proud because thanks to his spider bots, he's able to patrol the city, and he's taking down criminal organizations left and right. But what's happening is that Norman Osborn is back as the Green Goblin, now calling himself the Goblin King. And as the Superior Spider-Man is breaking down criminal organizations, the Green Goblin is rounding up all the leftover henchmen and bringing them over to work with him. So he's building a massive army, and also he's able to hack into one of Dr. Octopus's Octobots, or Spider Bots as he's now calling them, and he was able to hack into them, and now he's able to manipulate the signal that they give out. So the Goblin King, Norman Osborn, is now able to keep certain things hidden from Doc Ock. So that's actually very interesting. I'm really interested in seeing how Dr. Octopus deals with one of Spider-Man's deadliest foes, like the Green Goblin. That's actually something I'm looking forward to, and I hope it pans out really well. Also picked up Superior Spider-Man issue 11. The Alistair Smythe, the Spider Slayer, is about to be executed for his crimes. So J. Jonah Jameson asks the Superior Spider-Man to go over and watch over the execution to make sure he doesn't try to escape. They're also closing down the raft because people escape from the raft all the time. So Jonah Jameson is closing it down, and they leave Alistair Smythe, but they also leave behind the Blind Vulture, the beat-up Boomerang, and the Jawless Scorpion. Which are all villains that Doc Ock has brutalized. So Alistair Smythe is not ready to be killed yet, so he plans a means of escaping, but Dr. Octopus anticipates his escape plans and corners him. But Alistair Smythe releases his robotic nano spider slayers, and they kind of merge with the Vulture, Boomerang, and the Scorpion to basically upgrade them, and now they're like cybernetic villains. So now Dr. Octopus Spidey has to deal with the mistakes that he's committed. So let's see how that pans out as well. Also picked up Venom issue 35, where Venom, Flash Thompson, is still fighting against Eddie Brock, who's bonded to Toxin. But last issue, Eddie Brock destroyed this guy that was infected by these techno bugs, and they in turn escape and were infecting other people. So they became like the symbiote slayers. But Venom and Toxin make short work of those guys. But Eddie Brock Toxin says that eventually Flash Thompson is going to lose control because he won't be able to control the symbiote, and when he does, Brock is going to be there to take him down. So again, like what they're doing with Flash Thompson and with the Venom symbiote, so that's a series I'll still continue to pick up. Also picked up Avengers issue 12. The team head over to the Savage Land to do a quick recon mission. And by issue 13, which I also picked up, they meet up with Terminus, who's a long-standing Marvel villain that always seems to be attracted to the Savage Land. And so yeah, the team has to deal with Terminus again. This series is okay, but it's building up to another big crossover. Marvel's not done with one, and they're already going to do another one called Infinity. So I'll keep Avengers until Jonathan Hickman disappoints me. So far, he's doing really good writing, so I'll keep Avengers. Also picked up Age of Ultron issue 8. Wolverine and Sue Storm are stuck in that new reality that they created when they killed Hank Pym. But it's a really messed up reality. So Morgan Le Fay invades and destroys New York with an army of Doombots. So Wolverine decides that he's got to go back in time and stop himself from killing Hank Pym, which he does in Age of Ultron number 9. Wolverine meets up with himself and prevents himself from killing Hank Pym. So they're trying to figure out a means to stop Ultron without creating that alternate world that they inadvertently created. Hank Pym decides that he's gonna think of something to stop Ultron from going all evil. And the two Wolverines go back, and the Wolverine that killed Hank Pym asks the Wolverine that remained to kill him, because he's the one that he didn't want to carry the guilt of killing Hank Pym and dooming the world again. Really confusing story, really messed up. I'm a sucker for time travel. Anything that has to do with time travel I love, but this was not my cup of tea. I don't I don't see the point of this whole thing now. They only got one more issue to go, and I think an epilogue issue, so yeah, I don't know how they're gonna resolve this, but I did not like the Age of Ultron. Picked up Thunderbolts issue 9, where the Thunderbolts team is trying to stop the production of gamma-powered Crimson Dynamos. And the storyline continues in issue 10. Again, Thunderbolts, the concept was really cool, the characters are really cool, but they don't really reveal what Thunderbolt Ross is doing, what's his plan, and I liked it, but I'm starting to lose interest in Thunderbolts, so I'll give it a chance to wow me with the conclusion of that, but Thunderbolts is one of the series that I'm going to cancel. Picked up Batman Incorporated issue 11. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but Batman Incorporated is going to end with issue 13. So we only got 2 more issues to go. This was a pointless filler issue. They just introduced, again, the Batman of Japan, which they already did before the New 52, so why do it again? I don't know. But, yeah, this felt like a pointless filler issue. It's not even written by Grant Morrison, so yeah. But Batman Incorporated is going to end with 2 more issues, so whatever. Picked up Green Lantern 20. This is the finale of Wrath of the First Lantern. This was an oversized anniversary issue. It cost $8. There it is, $8. And it's kind of like a mini graphic novel, but the main reason why this book was so important, and why I guess DC decided to charge extra, is because this is Geoff Johns' final issue of Green Lantern. This is where Geoff Johns ties up all the loose ends that he made on his run, with a big final fight against the First Lantern, who's this reality-altering creature. And they also give an epilogue on it has a really cool wraparound cover, but it also gives an epilogue on the lives of every one of the characters. They give a future look at Hal Jordan and Carol Ferris. They give a future look on Kyle Rayner, Saint Walker, Atrocitus, Larfleeze, everyone. They look a look at everyone. Even Sinestro gets an epilogue in the future. Very, very interesting epilogue, actually. So this was a really good book. Again, really expensive. I wouldn't have charged $8 for it, but the artwork was amazing. And again, this is Geoff Johns' last issue of Green Lantern. So Geoff Johns has been writing Green Lantern since he brought him back a couple of years ago. So this was a big deal, and I'm glad I was able to snatch a copy, because I liked what Geoff Johns was doing with Green Lantern, even though I got hooked a little bit before Blackest Night. And this is Green Lantern issue 21, which stars a new creative team, Billy Tan the artist, Robert Venditti the writer. And in this book, the old Guardians are gone. There's a new team of Guardians, but they didn't lose their emotions, so they still have emotions, but they've been trapped so long guarding the First Lantern that they don't know anything about the universe, so they go off trying to learn as much as they can of this new universe that they're a part of. So they leave Hal Jordan in command. So he's now the boss of the Green Lantern Corps. This issue starts kind of weird because it starts in the future where the power battery runs out of juice and there's this guy beating up Green Lanterns, and then it goes to the point where Green Lantern's assigned his new post. But yeah, I'm thinking of dropping one of the Green Lantern books, but I don't know if to drop this one or if I'll drop New Guardians. I need to pick up New Guardians 21, which is the startup of the new creative team and a new thing for Kyle Rayner. But this is Green Lanterns 20, the epilogue of Wrath of the Green Lanterns, where Kyle Rayner and Saint Walker contemplate the events that happened to them and how the First Lantern was messing with their lives. I need to pick up New Guardians 21 to determine which of the 2 Green Lantern books I'm gonna drop. So yeah, this is Justice League number 20, where Despero makes his appearance in the New 52. He has a kryptonite ring that someone stole from Batman, and Firestorm, the new Atom Girl, and Element Woman are the only ones there to stop him, and they do thanks to the help of Martian Manhunter, whose reveal was part of the League and helped them take down Despero. So I guess some elements of the old universe are still in play, but yeah. Picked up Good Old Simpsons Comics, issue 202. Bart Simpson enters a cheat code into a school computer, and he gets himself a high school diploma, and he's looking for a job. While since they're cutting personnel at the power plant, Homer Simpson becomes his own supervisor, so he's bossing himself around. You know, gotta love The Simpsons. Picked up Superman issue 20, where Superman is fighting Orion. Turns out that Hector Hammond escaped his body and put his consciousness on Superman. So for a while there, Superman has this vision of himself where the Kents are still alive. Lana Lang is married to Superman, and they reference Doomsday, that Doomsday killed Superman. So I guess the death of Superman does take place in the New 52, or it could be just something that Hector Hammond cooked up. But yeah, they did announce that Doomsday is going to be a part of the New 52, so Doomsday, I think, is Doomsday and the Cyborg Superman I've mentioned before are the best things that came out of the death of Superman. So I'm really excited that they are bringing back Doomsday to the New 52. I wasn't going to pick this one up. I actually picked this one up by mistake, but it's Smallville, the Season 11 special. They just have the Martian Manhunter of the Smallville universe team up with Batman because they're tracking down a white Martian. Nothing special. Again, I was going to actually skip this, but I picked it up because I thought it was... I didn't double check this one, and I thought it was part of the Smallville thing. I picked it up. But again, I'm going to drop Smallville as soon as the Legion arc finishes up. Picked up Swamp Thing 21. This lady that seems to be immortal asks the Swamp Thing for help. And he's not sure about her. Then he consults one of the old Swamp Things, and then something is sucking the life out of the Green. Which is this guy that was using the Green to grow plants in other places of the world. No longer written by Scott Snyder, but I still like Swamp Thing. It's not even drawn by Kano anymore. But the artist on Jesus Saiz did a really good job. And again, you get I like what they're doing with Swamp Thing, so that one's one of the series I'm gonna keep. Picked up Uncanny Avengers issue 8. Which has a little crossover with the Age of Ultron. Kang the Conqueror stole the Apocalypse twins, and he's training them to do his bidding. So he has them hunt down the Steve Rogers of the alternate reality that Wolverine and Sue Storm created. And yeah, this is tying up to the whole Uncanny Avengers thing that's going on right now. And that looks interesting, so... I'll still collect Uncanny Avengers. Picked up Uncanny X-Men issue 6. Dormammu is playing havoc with magic, so he transports all of the Uncanny Avengers team into Limbo because he wants to kill everyone to punish magic. So yeah, the artwork is really, really good on this, and I want to see what they do with this. So yeah, picked up Savage Wolverine issue 5, which is the conclusion to the Frank Cho storyline that he set up for Wolverine in Savage Land. The Hulk gets transported to the Savage Land, have a big fight between Wolverine, Gorilla, and Shauna. They destroy the machine that was keeping an alien captive, which was causing all the interference. And the alien escapes. And he's like a herald for this giant bug thing that apparently also devours things, kind of like Galactus. Next story arc is gonna have artwork by Joe Madureira. So yeah, Savage Wolverine, I'm gonna pick up those couple issues. Picked up Wolverine and the X-Men issue 29 with a look at the Jean Grey School of Tomorrow. This is the future. Wolverine's an old man and a couple of his students are grown up. And in the present, Wolverine has the kids create a time capsule that old Wolverine finds, and he doesn't remember doing it. So he sends himself in the past a message. But this was a good filler issue. Leading up to the big Hellfire saga that's going to happen. The Beast is trying to help Brew, who's still savage, so he goes to the Peak, that sword prison, to get help from the alien that actually wanted to kill Brew. But that was just a ploy because the Hellfire Club, those annoying batch of kids, grab a whole bunch. They grab Quentin Quire. They get that alien, and they get Toad and Husk to join their ranks. So things are not looking good for the Wolverine school because the Hellfire Club is gunning after them. Picked up Wonder Woman issue 20. People are still after the last son of Zeus, so the Firstborn is gunning for them, and that spells trouble. I don't know if Brian Azzarello, I haven't heard that he's going to leave the book, but again, as long as he's writing it, I want to see how this whole thing concludes with the whole Children of Zeus and the Firstborn and so on. So Wonder Woman is a keeper. Also picked up Sonic Universe, Part 5 of the Mega Man crossover. And yeah, Sonic and Mega Man are traveling to the world that Robotnik created along with Dr. Wily. This crossover is actually turning to be a lot of fun. And the storyline continues in issue 6, which is Sonic the Hedgehog issue 249. The artwork is cartoony, but it really looks like from the video games or the animated series. And again, seeing Sonic the Hedgehog interact with Mega Man and having all their villains and heroes interact with each other is really awesome. This is part 6 of a 12-issue series. So 6 more issues to go and the whole thing will end. So this is actually really fun. And the guy at the comic book store told me that the whole crossover is selling out like hotcakes. So yeah. It was really fun. Like always, I like to make a recommendation of the haul. There was a lot of really good reading, but I'm gonna go as soon as I find it with the one book that has the most impact this month, and again that's Green Lantern issue 20. The end of an era. Jeff Johns wraps up his Green Lantern run in a big way, and yeah, everything from his rebirth to the Blackest Night, everything comes together. Hal Jordan actually becomes a Black Lantern for a while, so I don't know if this thing has gone up in price. When I picked it up, it just came out, so it was still $7.99. They haven't jacked up the price, so I don't know if this is gonna go up in any way. But even though it pained me to pay those $8, even though I get a discount at the comic book store, it's a really it's a thick book, so I guess it's worth the price. And if you've been following Green Lantern and you want to see how everything wraps up, you have to pick this one anyway. But this is the book that I most enjoyed out of the haul. So yeah, that was my comic book pickup video. Like always, guys, thank you to anyone that watched. Thank you to anyone that watched the videos. If you can, leave a comment. Like I said, I'm dropping some series, so if you can leave a recommendation on a book to pick up or your thoughts in any one of these books, I'd really appreciate it. But until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, thanking you and signing out.